Have you ever noticed the top wholesalers seem to have an unfair advantage? You see, they get the best real estate software, they get the most up-to-date data, and you know all this costs a fortune. So what are you to do? You go out in the market and you go out and find your individual platforms to buy each of these types of software. You know what I'm talking about. You got to go out and buy your own CRM. You got to get your own data stacking company. Then you go out and find a driving for dollars software company. And then you got to get a data list provider to pull your list. And then if you're lucky enough to find a dispo company that can actually help you out that you can afford, this is all going to cost you a minimum of $1,000 a month. And guys, that is the most stripped down version. And the fact is, none of these are going to be integrated, and the cost is absolutely nuts. So let's talk about the cost. What I found out is that the top real estate software companies get the best data from 3 reliable sources. And then what do? They basically resell you the information, and once they get a certain number of users, it is nothing but pure profit. In fact, it's 80 to 90% profit, which runs about $10 a users. You got to wonder, why are you paying $100 a month for the most basic real estate wholesaling software? You know why you're paying it? Because they are paying 50% commissions to influencers like me and Zach. So if you know that the biggest bulk of your payment is being paid out in commissions, I believe this has to be addressed. So what me and Zach decided to do is go out and find the following parameters. We wanted to find an all-in-one software platform that integrated the 5 different platforms I spoke about earlier: the CRM, the data stacking, the list provider, the dispo, and the driving for dollars software. The next one is we wanted to make it one low payment. So you're thinking, how on earth am I going to make this one low payment? Well, me and Zach have figured it out. Instead of paying an affiliate company or an influencer to say, hey, make sure you go out and provide this product, what if we made you the affiliate? That's right. What if we just passed along the 50% savings to you, because you're going to go out there and do the hard work, provide you the training under this platform, and just made it at a rock bottom cost so you get the best benefit. That's right. By doing this, we're going to provide you the unfair advantage to now be the top wholesaler. Introducing XLeads, the ultimate all-in-one wholesaling software. Guys, you get your CRM, you get your data stacking company, you get your driving for dollars software, you get your data list provider to pull the best leads in the industry. And what I'm most excited about adding to this, a feature that has been unattainable unless you are a top wholesaler. That's right, dispo software. Now we can match up your leads on deals you have under contract, find cash buyers using AI to find the best cash buyers in your area, break down exactly what their profit is, how many they do, and you click one button and you have a phone call and you connect with them. What does that mean? You get the ultimate speed with XLeads. Now, if you've been lucky enough to use a dispo software, they're anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000 for a year. That's insane. Why? They have to pay their affiliates. So, since we're going to partner up with you on XLeads, let me come in here. I want to show you and demonstrate exactly what this platform can do for you. I am super excited.
All right, guys, so we're going to get inside of XLeads here and see exactly why XLeads is the ultimate all-in-one software for wholesaling real estate and real estate investing. So right here is our dashboard, and really from everything from A to Z in the wholesaling and real estate investing process is in here. So let's go from left to right, the entire wholesaling process, from pulling a list to getting it dispoed and sold, all within XLeads. All I have to do is go in here on the property leads tab and search property, get some information, or I can go in here and just search a market. So let me just do one of my favorite zip codes, so 34953, and pop up information about the area. So like any other software, as you can see here, it's pulling the information, the properties, all the tabs. I can go out here and click a house, I get some information. But really, if I'm gonna go out here and pull a list, I can just go to filters and filter everything out so I get everything pinpointed. But what I want to do is just do it very general, right? So if I just want to pull, let's say, a pre-foreclosure list, I'm going to click that there, and then I'm going to exclude all the active listings. And what's going to do is just pull up that information, and I get the results. I can even go here on the filters tab and filter everything out by property values, what type of house, if I just want to do vacant land, square feet, ownership information. I can get rid of corporate owned properties too, absentee owners. I also can do equity by loan to value. Heck, if I'm into MLS wholesaling, I can do the property keywords. And if it's even for a pre-foreclosure, I can look exactly when the auction date is set. Pretty much anything you know from your biggest data company, we get the same data as them, especially the best data quality possible. Now you might be asking, Zach, how often do you update this information? This information is updated daily. We get the data daily. We get it from the MLS and from the lead sources daily. So you get the best and freshest data. Now you might see these 3 little scores right here, and you might ask yourself, what is that? Well, what we do is we have AI scan the entire zip code. You choose a zip code when you're starting out in XLeads. And what AI is going to do for that month is it's going to scrub every single data point possible from pre-foreclosures, equity, ownership, and some other secret data points that we don't publicly show. Overall, thousands of data points are looked at here. And what AI does here is it gives you a sellability score based off of how likely the seller is to sell at retail, if it's going to be a rental deal, and if it's most likely to be a wholesale deal. Now, XLeads also uses AI to calculate what we call our XLeads value, where it gives you the ARV, the retail value. It gives you what we think it sells for per month, what we think the rental property is per month, and our XLeads wholesale instant MAO. Now, this is a very, very general range, but this is our instant MAO of what we believe the max allowable offer if you're going to do a wholesale deal on this transaction. Now, it uses AI, but also it checks out the condition, the property type, and analyzes it straight in there for you. So if I want to go out here and pull an AI auto stacked list, I'm going to go here to the filters tab, go to a wholesale score. Now, these wholesale scores are based from 0 to 1,000. Maybe I'm going to put 800 and above and see how many properties we have. And really what you're going to see is these high wholesale scores. So this lead right here has a 957 rating. This is going to be a highly likely motivated seller. What we basically do is we look at all the data points. We see it's been owned for a while, over 21 years. They have 88% equity. They are not paying their mortgage anymore. And we're also looking at other data points. Now, I'm not going to give you our XLeads proprietary algorithm, how we figure this out, because it gives you an unfair advantage. One example I'll give you is we actually have an auto probate scraper where we scrape the probate filings for every single county. And we don't publicly have a probate list yet inside of XLeads. It is an internal data point we do look that is externally shown through the wholesale score. And a lot of other data points we look at to figure out if someone's more likely to sell for a discount or not. This does not replace your lists. But if you want to get a super highly targeted list every single month of maybe 100, 200 leads that have a score of 700 or above, you're going to find it right here. This is using the power of AI that no other software has in the wholesaling industry. And what we're going to find is your big wholesaling deals, they're all going to have AI wholesale scores in the software of about 750 and above. Cut the fluff and cut the competition. Now, yes, there are going to be deals that you have that are massive that have a wholesale score of 200. It's the name of the game. But more likely than not, they're going to have a high wholesale score, and that gives you the unfair advantage. Now, going right here to the comparables, it's the best comps feature in the wholesaling software game I see here. And what you're going to do is it auto checks the square feet of if the square foot is more than your property or less than your property. We can go here by year built. Heck, inside of this, you can even see other type of properties and where the comp is coming from. A comp from a cash buyer, a comp from a low equity seller. This is really cool stuff. Now you could say, this is a good deal. That's a bad deal. This is a good one. Let's say yes, yes, and no. And what it's going to do is give us an average square foot, an average sale price, an average value, and what the average square feet is, so we can get the best comps. We can filter by distance, by a mile, half a mile, a quarter mile, go by sales in the past month or 2 months, and really get the best information possible here. This is the best comps feature, and it instantly goes and gives the information as soon as possible. We can even see properties right by our subject property that got sold recently or not recently. And I click here by sold, and it gives us the closest properties, and it highlights it right here. That one's pretty close, free and clear, 345 grand. Hey, that's good comp. We can even download the report and give to other people. Now going back here on this lead, let's say it's a good deal. It's got a high wholesale score, duh. Let's say the person says, you know what, Zach, I do want to sell the property. What we're going to do is put this in our CRM. Yes, it's the ultimate CRM. We're going to click add to leads. Guess what? The software data company also has your CRM, and then you can sell the deal in here. So let's go here to my leads. Just click save to CRM, and we auto go inside of our CRM here. Now I already have some information on some other deals, but what I'm going to do here is click that subject property, and boom, we want to go here and fill this information. This is what the CRM looks like. You can write some information. Seller wants to sell. Just do appointment set for next Friday. Save the comment. I can let my boss be a follower on this, right? I have a manager I can add in. I can create tags. I can color label things. And the coolest part about the CRM, which people pay hundreds of dollars every single month for, the CRM already integrates the parcel ID, the address. It already puts all the information we want on here. It even gets the assessed value, and probably my favorite feature, we could scrape the legal description. Makes it so much easier when you're doing contracts. I have a negotiation tab here so we can break down exactly what the owner is wanting to sell for. Maybe say 300 grand. And our LAO, the least we could take, probably our MAO here is going to be 280. We can save the information and see where the seller's at. Now, if you're somebody who loves subject to deals like me, maybe you want to add a tab for PITI or just to figure out if this is going to be a good subject to deal or not. You can add custom tabs here and make the CRM just like yourself. Now we can also add this to what we call a Scrum board. And our Scrum board is going to be our big board. I call it the CEO board, where let's say we add it to the Scrum board. And what's going to do is you just go to out here, you go to manage, you go to Scrum board. And this is what I call our big board. This is the CEO board. So when I wake up in the morning and I look at my team, I look at this. I say, what leads do we have? What leads have the appointment set? What leads are under contract? Which ones are assigned? Which ones are JVs? And it's all in one simple thing. I'm a guy that goes from left to right, and that's where most wholesalers are. Do you like here that the seller's information is already put in there? It's awesome, and I can change it if I want. Now, let's say I don't like leads. Maybe I want to change this to sellers that want to sell. And I can just change it to that, right? I can add columns, change columns. I can move JV deals all the way to the left here if I want. Let's move it here and move this here. And boom, I can change up my Scrum board to however I want. But this makes it a very simple view of a CRM. And then we can get more advanced putting the property in here. So let's say the seller now wants to sell the house and we just locked the property up under contract. Let's go in the dispo features here. We're going to go to the Scrum board and just move this over to under contract. And let's go out here and get this deal sold. So what I'm going to do here is go to lead pipes and go to investor leads. And we're going to go find the leads of the ultimate cash buyers. So I already did a search on this. And so we can pop up the zip code. That's where our deal is. And what we're going to do is have what we call our X buyers list. We're going to use AI and our internal data in our software to figure out exactly who are the best buyers and the worst buyers, ranked from number 1 all the way to 1,000, whatever is for the past year, of in that zip code, who is the most likely going to be our top buyers and who is most likely not going to be. Now, on top of this, we have hedge funds and big builders, because if you have land, obviously you need to sell it to hedge funds and developers. So it's all in there for you. Maybe it's just a regular house. We don't want to deal with any hedge funds. I can go here to filters and say, I don't want to deal with anybody that flipped more than 40 houses in a year. And flip time frame, they have to flip it within a year, the property. What we're going to find is a more filtered out data. So Carharp Homes right here has flipped 11 houses this year. They're buying properties for around 107 grand and making a lot of gross profit. This lets me know this is probably more of a developer. So if we scroll down here to maybe Solani LLC, who slipped 3 houses, they're purchasing properties for around 90 grand and making a ton of profit. I might add them as a good buyer. I might go here to Bellari LLC, add them. I might add the Orchid Cove LLC as a flipper, put them on there. And if I want to get more information about them, I can pop it up here and I see how many properties they flipped. Wow, 63, that's a lot. I can see they currently own 735 properties. That's somebody I want to talk to. So what I'm gonna do here is go to my leads. These are my buyers. I'm just gonna click lead trace here and skip trace them. Now, you might have a software for your disp for your sellers that have unlimited free skip tracing. First and foremost, if I publicly give the phone numbers of the top buyers in an area, your buyers are gonna get stolen. We really believe in data privacy here for your cash buyers. So we want to make sure that it's the freshest, best number, because at most you're going to have 30 or 40 buyers for the zip code. So it's really cheap to do. And what we're going to do here is just click lead trace. It's going to give us the information, the emails, the numbers for your corporation, LLCs. It's the best in the game here. Also, of course, you can skip trace with the seller, and it's only 7 cents. Now, this is the top tier data. Like your average software is going to be about 12, 14 cents for this, but we give it to you at cost so you can get as many leads as possible. The problem is for seller information, the free unlimited type of software, we have found is around 50% as good as our software. So our skip tracing is twice as accurate as your free unlimited option. So this is why with the skip tracing this cheap, it's the best option. It's updated daily. And even when you skip trace, you can figure out how fresh do you want the data to be, as fresh as possible, or data that has only popped up for the past 6 months. Then when you skip trace it, you can save it to your CRM. So your buyers already put into the buyer CRM, freshly skip traced, ready for you to market. And because all the emails are on there, once we go into our buyer CRM, we can copy the emails and blast it out to them. This is a dispo software too. What we're going to do here is go to the Scrum board, go here to the property, and let's say we want to send this out and create a public website and then email blast that out to everyone. What I'm going to do here is go to our listing tab, scroll down here to listing information on the sale, and let's list this property. Let's say it's listed with us. Let's say we locked it up for $350. We're looking to sell it for $375, make a quick $25,000 in a wholesale deal. So we're listing it for $375. Just save the info and go back here to activity and just write something about it. You can do an AI description if you want from ChatGPT. Just put nice 3-2 must sell ASAP. 3-2 must sell ASAP. So we're going to go to the property tab here and scroll until we see the information tab of the property description. We're just going to put nice 3-2 must sell as soon as possible. Click that to save the information. And then we have all the info we really need here. We're going to go here to photos and videos of the property. Remember, this is all put together. And let's upload some photos of the property and press done. And we have some pictures of the house. Now what we have to do is just go right here to publish property. And boom, we're going to say, yes, let's publish the deal. And what we're going to do is just put our information right here, click save, go back, and now we have a link. And what I'm going to do is click this property listing link. And wow, look at this. We have a link. And you go into profile, you can put your company name, but XLeads Home Buyers, the property's for sale at $375,000. We have property pictures. We can add videos. You have my information. Even I can put my website in here if I want. I have the description, the information, and boom, I can go out here and blast it to my buyers. The last thing here to blast it to the buyers, it's already in the CRM. We go out here, we go to communicate, we go to email, add an email, and what we can do here is copy and paste with the semicolon so we can just separate it and we can send 50 emails out instantly of the deal. Send the description out. We can even copy and paste that property listing tab on Facebook and to other buyers via DM or text. So my favorite thing to do is say, hey, I got a brand new deal locked up in contract, put the listing information right there and go crazy. This software literally has everything you need for the entire wholesaling real estate process. We cut the fluff of all the other companies. You're not paying $150 a month anymore for a CRM. You're not paying $100 a month for a data service. You're not paying $200 a month for a list stacking company anymore. And you're saving thousands every single month on a disposition software. You have even better dispo tools inside of here. This is an all-in-one wholesaling software that you need for your success in wholesaling real estate. Stop paying thousands of dollars every single month for a tenth of the cost. You can get in here right now and start using XLeads as the ultimate all-in-one wholesaling software. This software is a revolution in the wholesaling game, putting the ultimate tools for wholesaling in one easy stop shop. If you're ready to go and start using the best software in the wholesaling real estate industry, click below and let's get some deals.